Okay, calling the meeting to order. It is 6:37. Julie, will you call the roll call,
Certainly.
please?
Kara Kasten.
Here.
Chris Espinoza.
Here.
Cheryl Fuller. Here. Terry Pavasich.
Here.
And Don Renner.
Here. Having a quorum, can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. First order would be item number 3, approval of the minutes from our prior board meeting. I need a motion from the Board of Education to approve the minutes of the June 17th, 2024 business meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Terry moves, Chris seconds.
Thank you very much. Terry Pavasich.
Aye.
Chris Espinoza.
Aye.
Cheryl Fuller.
Aye.
Kara Kasten.
Aye.
And Don Renner.
Aye, motion carries. Julie, do we have any visitors?
No, sir.
Okay, moving on to number 5. Hank, turn it over to you.
All right. We've been updating the board for the past several meetings on strategic indicators and measures. We'll be looking for approval on these at the next board meeting. As promised last meeting, Jill and I have been working on the public-facing piece of this. The board also has the work that the administrative team will be working on in a separate document. But this is pretty close to what we believe we'll be asking the board to approve as the public-facing document that contains those goals and measures of success. And then we will bring these to the board for approval at the next meeting. We're going to do a board workshop with action to start August to get these approved, so they're in place in advance of staff coming back in August. So it's pretty close to what you've seen before, a little bit of wordsmithing on each of these, but nothing so far as the actual metrics that we've presented have changed. It's just getting a view at the public-facing one-pager that goes along with the other documents. We have a senior cabinet meeting workshop all day on Thursday, where we'll make sure that the actual actions that we're sharing with the board and the work we're sharing with the board is updated and finalized in advance of this getting approved as well. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we have from now until August to provide that feedback and for the team to consider it. Otherwise, we'll bring you these documents at the next meeting for approval. Any immediate questions that I can answer at this point? All right. The end of year goal summary, this is presented at the last meeting. There's been no recommendations for modifications or changes from either the administrative team or from board members. So it's up as an action item this evening for the board to accept this document, and we post it as our end of year goal summary on the website. Any questions that I haven't answered on this one at this point? All right. Next is handing off to Travis for an update on summer work.
It's been a busy summer around here. We have a lot of different projects that are going on, so I wanted to give you some updates and some visuals to kind of show you what is done, what still needs to be done, but I can tell you everything is on schedule. We'll be ready to go for the start of the school year as we sit today. So at both schools, we had these 3 things going. We had all of our turf replacement at our stadiums, track resurfacing and restriping, as well as our outdoor and indoor scoreboards and sound systems. So some updates, some pictures as we went through. It was a very fascinating experience to watch them as they went through. As you can see, they're harvesting the rubber that was in the old field, and they cut it out and rolled it up and took it off, and then they reused that rubber, which is really cool, and put it back into the field, and then they top it off with new to make sure that it's at the needed level. But that was really cool to see, and they're close in talking with the workers. They're close. They can only do it one time right now with the material, but they're close to being able to do that on a repetitive basis. So that's really, really good for all things considered. So you can see it is very labor intensive. They tore it out, then they laser graded it. They manhandled every piece of that turf. You can see this is a big sewing machine that they're going through and sewing the pieces together. And then they actually have to cut out all of the pieces, all the numbers that you see, those are cut out and glued down with a really heavy duty. All of the hash marks that you see along there are all, as well as all of the wording and the logo. So it's quite a process to see them going through. So both of our turf fields are done. We did the final walkthrough last week. There was no punch list. Everything looks great. They did a really great job. So this is the overall picture, obviously at North, and then zoom in a little bit on the logo in the middle, and then in the end zones. They did a really nice job, and it turned out beautifully.
Yeah, I like the Trojan.
Yeah.
That looks really nice.
If you remember, we had an N in the field last time, so having the logo there.
Looks really nice.
And then this is South's field, so you can see again, it is complete and same visuals that you can see there with the colors.
It's a horse.
It's a horse, yeah. Mustang, actually.
Mustang.
So as you look at this, you can see that part of the track is colored, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So they're in the process. All of the color is down here on the track at South. They're going to be starting the color after we get through this rain. They have everything taped off, but they're not at that state or that level at North. So we had some track repairs that were done at North. They did a really nice job with those that had to be done. So actually we started the turf or the track replacement at North first and then went over to South because they had to get that done. So again, a very laborious process. They had to strip all of the existing track surface off. They piled it up here, you can see in this bottom, and then they discarded it all. And when they look at the whole thing, that's with the track and the turf off there, that picture. It's just, it was a drastic difference in looking at that. And then when you look at it completed, so this has at South, the track surface is down there, so that's the rubber membrane. It just hadn't been painted at that point in time. It has all been painted at this point in time, but they still have the striping left to do at South. So again, you can see the color. So the colors, just as a reminder, the main parts of the track at South are that light blue, the exchange zones, and then the D zones, which are in the end zone. Past there are in navy. At North, it is will be the main part of the track will be black, and the exchange zones will be purple. It's in line with how we designed it, and it's really gonna pop. It's gonna look really, really neat when they have it all done.
But is it going to be faster?
I tell you what, when I walked on it, I felt faster walking on it than before. So there's a lot of cushion there. So I think we'll see some increased times. Moving on to scoreboards and sound systems. So the outdoor installation is scheduled for next week at North. Indoor will be the following week thereafter. All of the scoreboard work is completed at South. There's still some programming things that we're wrapping up with the company, but this is a picture at South. That's the big scoreboard. You can see it looks like a bunch of electronics. Those are the brains behind the scoreboard, and then they come in little squares and they pop them on. And they have a 5% overstock of our lot. That is in case any need to be replaced. The LEDs will match in color and do all of those, be ready to go, plug and play.
You know, I forgot to ask, is there a protective cover on that, so if a basketball
There is not.
goes in?
There's not, but what we did when we actually had the demo, there was a lacrosse ball that was sitting there, and the owner of the company threw the lacrosse ball as hard as he could, and he could throw the ball, and it hit because they had a demo scoreboard there, it does not damage it at all. They're
okay.
rated for, they don't need a protectant cover on them, both indoor and outdoor.
Wow,
Yep.
that's really neat.
Yeah.
Really neat.
Yep. So this is just a picture of some prep work. We had a lot of work to do on the wall to get the outdoor scoreboard ready. When you think about the weight of that hanging on the wall, but that's going to look really neat when it is complete. All of the infrastructure, by the way, for both the outdoor and indoor at North is complete. So all of the electrical, the fiber is ran. It's ready to go as soon as we have the scoreboards installed. We'll connect those and they'll be up and operational. So just a couple pictures of the scoreboard installation at South. You can see if you've driven on the backside, you can see what there's catwalks on it. There's a lot of, it was a big, massive pole as they put it into the ground, and it turned out beautifully. Here's a picture of it, actually lit up. This is not a graphic. I took a picture of that, and we have a video. Go ahead and click on play on this.
Could have helped you out.
So obviously the sound will sound better than that, right? But that's just from my phone having that on there. The software, we've gone through all of the training to run the software. We have unlimited training, so before each season, we plan on utilizing that for those that will be using the scoreboards. We've gone through the training on how to download images, videos, all of that. It is pretty slick. It is very user-friendly. It's a really good software system for that.
And that'll be controlled up in the booths, I would
Yes.
assume?
So, and what's really cool is, so they're run on iPads. And so we were out when we were doing the walkthrough for the turf at South. Coach Molinari was down there and he had an iPad on the field and that's what he was running it. So it's wireless, so you don't have to be right there in order to run it. So yes, that's where they'll be, but it also can be run from the field, from the close sideline, right? You couldn't be too far away, you still need connectivity for internet. So.
Can I ask, have you heard, how's the community been with all the, particularly North, where there's the stuff at Herrick too? Is the community fine with the noise and the activity and any
I have not heard any
reaction?
complaints.
Hadn't heard anything? No?
Yeah, because there's a lot going on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of different projects, a lot of different moving pieces that are there. Can you click on?
Nope, I got it.
Nope, just to get it going again. I think maybe because the finger is over there you go. There we go. And then here's a picture of the indoor scoreboards again at South as those are completed. So this is the big, on the left is the big scoreboard that we have there with the image of the shot clock there on the backboard. And then on the other, this is the smaller of the two that is on the opposite wall with the shot clock that is there. So we will be ready to go for IHSA when they implement the shot clock.
Oh, that's happening?
It's, yes.
Oh, really?
It's not this year, it's the
Oh,
next
that's
year. So that will be happening, so we're
Exciting.
ready to go with those.
That's going to be on one of our
It'll be
digital
right above
scoreboards? Is that?
So,
right above
yes,
the bat.
Oh, right
so
above
these-
there.
these
Oh,
are-
got it.
Those are functioning,
Oh.
and we'll be able to utilize those for the shot clock. We also have play clocks on the fields for football that are on the hash marks of each, so you can easily see how much time we have there for the plays. Any questions about anything that I've covered so far?
Now to the exciting work.
Now to the exciting work. So at North, at North, we had the second phase of our galvanized pipe replacement, as well as our World Language Office classroom renovation. So I have some pictures here. So this is just an image of kind of what was replaced, and I did not get nearly the pictures in here of what, there's a lot of work that was done to replace the galvanized pipe. So this is a before and after. So the ones that are kind of stacked to the side are kind of before and after. So not before and after, but a progress. So you can see this is down in the basement where they really had to do a lot of digging out, and then they had to re-pour the floor. A lot of plumbing that's going on that you can see here. It's a maze. If you have been to the Blue Man Group, it kind of looks like that, the instrument that they play. And then this is up in the girls' locker room to the right, where they've been doing a ton of work. So we are on schedule for all of this work. We have an anticipated completion of August 9th for the galvanized pipe replacement to get all of that completed and the locker rooms finished and fully functional.
Is that work happening at both schools?
Yes.
Yep, okay.
Yep. So here's the continuation at North. Again, a kind of a progress. You can see the two. A lot of work has been done. We had to pour a new leveling surface in this whole place, so we're a little bit further behind in this project, but we're anticipated to have this done by August 12th, right before our teachers come back on August 13th. So we're closely monitoring that. We are meeting every other week with White and going through the progress and making sure to make any decisions as they are needed.
Here, I'll go back to your question. Is what work being done at both schools, galvanized pipe?
Yeah, these classroom upgrades, right?
Classroom
These are,
upgrades.
right, like
Yeah.
these are,
Not the
Yes.
galvanized
Yep,
pipe.
not the galvanized
gal-
pipe,
Pipe
I
is
guess.
only-
but the upgrading the classrooms
Yep.
are just kind of long-term plan, just fix, okay.
Yep.
Yes, yep. So here's other pictures. In this space, again, this was the World Language Lab. We're creating a classroom, office, there'll be another conference room. Really nice layout. White did a great job with this. We have new furniture that will be going in there, so we have, once we get everything going, that August 12th is everything done and ready for our teachers to come back with that. So then at South, we have two other projects that are going on, our Career and Tech Ed classroom renovation, and then our West Events parking lot Mustang Way replacement. So here are some pictures of the Career and Tech Ed classroom renovation. Again, a progress, so it's a similar vein. You can see this is that white column there that's going on. So they built that room. That'll be a nice lab space. They have the grid completed there. Really a lot of progress. This is the other side of the room, the other classroom that we have there. So they were laying the flooring last week when I was there taking these pictures. So you can see the painting is done, the ceiling grid, a lot of the electrical is done, and we're ready to go. So that is scheduled to be done on, I think that was August 1st. So we're coming up on that space being ready for us to put our final touches on. Then we have our West Events parking lot that started last Thursday. That has been completely torn up, new surface put on. They were working on striping today. They should get done with that tomorrow. So they had to have a little bit later start today with yesterday's rain, and then they'll have to wait a little bit. So, but we'll get that done, and then we'll be working on Mustang Way after that. We're working on getting the schedule done for that. So, lots of moving pieces. All of our subcontractors, everyone has been great. Any hiccups that we've run into have been minimal. We are within budget. We're looking really good. So, any other questions?
Great work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Travis.
Takes a full team, that is for sure. And then I also have the textbook replacement request. We have our AP psychology textbook. We have a recommendation to adopt the psychology for the AP course, and that will be for use this school year. The College Board went through and had some significant changes to the coursework. So this is something that's needed to make sure to ensure that our students are as well prepared for the AP test as possible. And this was a last minute change on there, and that's why we're bringing it to you later. Any questions on that?
That's an action item this evening. FOIA requests. I don't know if we've received any this month, but any that we receive are posted online, and the public can see those requests and what we've responded to. All right.
Okay, item 6, consent agenda. Before the board votes on the consent agenda, is there any agenda item a board member would like to pull out of the consent agenda for further discussion? Hearing none. Can I get a motion for the Board of Education to approve the consent agenda as presented, which includes A, personnel report, appointment certified, transfer of position classified, B, personnel report, retirement classified, resignation classified, C, June and July expenditures, D, review of closed session minutes and verbatim recordings, E, approval of district depositories, and F, acceptance of donation, Downers Grove Roadrunners, Inc.
Thank you, Roadrunners. Oh, so moved. Second. or whatever.
Chris moves and Terry seconds.
Thank you. Chris
Thank you to the
Espinoza?
Roadrunners for the donation.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's
Oh,
okay.
you're fine.
All right.
Chris Espinoza?
Aye.
Thank you. Terry Pavasich?
With a heavy heart, I vote yes.
Thank you.
Not for the donation, but for Julie's retirement.
Yes. There's a retirement in there that's making me sad.
Thank you. Kara Caston?
Aye.
Terrell Fuller?
Aye.
Don Renner?
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And then item number 7, recommendations for action. Can I get a motion from the Board of Education to approve the 2023-24 end-of-year goal summary as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Kara moves and Terry seconds.
Thank you. Kara Caston?
Aye.
Terry Pavasich?
Aye.
Chris Espinoza?
Aye.
Terrell Fuller?
Aye.
And Don Renner?
Aye, motion carries. And then item B, can I get a motion from the Board of Education to approve the additional textbook for the 2024-25 school year as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Sherelle moves, Chris seconds.
Thank you. Terrell Fuller?
Aye.
Chris Espinoza?
Aye.
Terry Pavasich?
Aye.
Kara Caston?
Aye.
And Don Renner?
Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Hank, do we have any old or new business?
We do not?
Julie, do we have any visitors in our second round
No,
of
sir, we do not.
reception? Okay. Item number 11, communications and announcements. Jenny is not here. Kara, did you attend any?
Not been
There hasn't
any
been anything.
meetings.
I have a meeting of the subcommittee, the mandates subcommittee that Gene and I serve on meets tomorrow, right? No,
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Meets this week.
It's this week.
So, but other than that, it's just gearing up for next year's work.
And then SACID, that would be Chris. Do you have any updates?
We have the budget's being presented on, what is that, August 7th?
I think so. You had the preliminary budget.
Yeah, we had the preliminary budget meeting, I think was June 25th or something like that. The budget will be presented August 7th, and then it's approved, 30 days
Yeah,
After that.
after that?
yeah.
Okay.
And the new executive director, Kim Dreyer, began on July 1.
Okay. Terry, any updates from the Education Foundation?
No, we are meeting Wednesday, but we are going to go and hopefully approve any changes that we've made to the bylaws and to how my mind would work. It would be dangerous. Money given out to the teachers.
Oh,
Yeah,
grants.
Grants. Couldn't
Gotcha.
remember. How grants are proposed, and so we're going to be massaging that a little bit and hopefully approve that on Wednesday. So that's basically what we've been doing over the summer.
All right, Ken's not here, so I'm going to skip the IASB. Sherelle, any updates on the Plan Commission? Have you even met
No, I
yet?
was just appointed on July 1st, and I haven't seen anything come through for when the meetings are going to be happening.
Okay.
So I'll wait probably to get that from Julie.
You'll get it soon, yeah. It'll come, I think, right from the village to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
to me,
that-
right?
Yeah.
Yes, because I sent them your information.
Okay.
I will
saw.
confirm.
Okay.
Okay, and then just to announce to the public our upcoming board meetings. Next meeting will be August 5th. Workshop meeting at 6:30 PM here at the ASC, followed by our regular business meeting on August 19th, later that month, again at 6:30 PM here at the ASC.
We are
Yeah.
1 month from school starting.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that hard to believe?
Kind of scary. Yes.
Needs to slow down just a little bit.
Yes. Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Kara seconds. All in favor?
I'm sorry,
Aye.
who's the first and second?
I'm sorry, Terry moved and Kara seconds. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
I usually tell you that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We are adjourned.